everything you see is all in the scripting. It's designed so that it's easy and fast to write an app. Hello world! This is Ben here talking from D2Soft Technologies. It's been a while I didn't post anything, and I'm gonna be starting a new set of videos called DevLog to give some insights of what I'm working on next. And I have a new project called the D2Soft Engine. So I want to introduce to you today the basics of what it is and what I'm planning to do with it. So actually here you have the website up and running. You can already visit it at D2Soft.com. And so the actual technology I'm working on is it's an engine where it's gonna run HTML5 games or any type of application you want to do, like media application, and it's using a custom basic like scripting language. So let's go right away into an example. Okay, so I actually have this this other website I'm calling nimb.com, and I'm using this as a kind of proof of concept for my technology. And so this is an actual website that's going to be also available soon, where I'm bringing up some exercise for kids. So for example, kids doing homeschooling, or even for any kid that goes to school and want to work on his or her knowledges. So yeah, so these are small activities, questions, and they interact with. So let me show you an example. Okay, so if I just click on the list of apps here. It's really at the beginning of the project, but already have some things going on. And this is actual D2Soft Engine. It's an HTML5 widget, if you want, embed into a page. So inside the website here. And so this is the front, the loading, and all the technologies is actually embedded to the widget. So when I click start, it's gonna load the application that is set to load. So everything you see is actually a program behind it, written in a basic like language. And here I can just move the mouse, but I could actually use it as if I'm using a mobile device, I could just use my finger and touch screen as well. So I'm gonna do here, it's like a puzzle. It's a 4-piece puzzle, so I can just move the pieces around. When I release, I wrote the code so that the game can, you know, understand where the player is trying to put the piece here. So if I'm a kid, so I can get it right. After 5 attempts, it just goes to the right position. Okay, I can just try again, and there you go. All the sounds, all the music, all the assets, the graphics,
all falling letters.
They're all part of the engine. Here's another example. So in this one, it's going to be a little game where the kid has to click on the falling letters. So I can actually press the question mark again.
Click on all falling letters.
The voice is also a it's actually a text-to-speech feature. So any text you want to write, it's possible to make the game or the app say it with a voice.
Let's start.
So when I click, there's animation bringing the letter on the right. So so you see this is not a letter. In that case I made a mistake. Let's pass this one.
I P
Everything you see is all in the scripting. It's designed so that it's easy and fast to write an app. And here's another more advanced example of what you can do. And this is just a drawing activity thing. where you can choose the colors, you can choose the size for drawing, so very big, a little bit smaller here. You can even see a picture of to give an idea for the kid to do something similar. All this is written with maybe 100 lines of code, no more. Actually, I have to go see my code to see that, to confirm that. But it's really made so that it's as simple as possible and quick to do those kind of activities. And if you notice, the app also is within a 640 by 640, so a square pixels. The reason being that eventually there's going to be a sidebar as well that will be able to display where there's going to be additional information with what's going on with either the player or on the screen. And this will be available and will be fitting here on the side. So that's why all the recordings for these video logs, they will be actually in a quite a small scale. So I'm recording, I think, in 640 by actually I'm not even sure what I'm recording on. It's my first video. I have to check my Windows settings, but you know, this is a 1024 by 800 something screen, so it's really a 4:3 ratio. All right, so if I move next is another one. So if I click the question mark, so I just have to click in any order.
F E.
All right, so you get the idea. So let me go back to the website here. I'll go back to the D2Soft Engine website. So I actually started some documentation just to give you an example of what it is. Let's go see basic, which is just to talk a little bit about the basic like scripting language that I've defined to make it easier. So instead of managing JavaScript, you can actually just go ahead and write those lines of code, and it's going to be very straightforward to work with the programming language here. In this example here, I have an image. I'm loading actually a bear image, and I'm positioning it to 200 by 200, and then I'm adding some interaction with a subroutine there, and just putting some text on the screen to confirm that this is working. It's very easy to get started. I will add much more features over time. If you go into the tutorials, actually the keywords, these are some of the keywords already accepted that will be using the apps. And you can see that, for example, to move an object on the screen. There's a lot of things very similar to basic, so it should be very easy to get started. You can put some comments, of course, in the code. You can add text. You can set values. There's animation as well, so it's possible to define animation one after the other, wait for some to complete, or complete multiple at the same time. There's a lot of little details that goes into the engine that will make it very easy for developers to create applications. Here is actually talking about the player itself that is possible to embed into a website. And so you see the resolution is 640 by 640 pixels. There's going to be a HUD, so it's going to be on the side. And the idea of the HUD is that you will be able to move it. So if you're using a mobile device, it will adapt based on the orientation of the device. So this is really just an introduction. First video, I'm just testing here. If you're interested in knowing more, just keep subscribe to this channel, because I will be adding more videos. but you could actually send an email as well, because I will be doing some alpha version or beta testing. I will need some developers to try it out. So if you're interested, drop an email at info@d2soft.com. Eventually, I'm gonna add contact information there. It's missing, but you can already contact by email if you're interested to see more about this technology. Yeah, so I hope this can give you a quick overview of what I'm trying to do here. And if you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks.